Hát, sziasztok! Boldog karácsonyt mindenkinek! Kinek hogy telt így a reggele? Szia Tibi, szia Reni, szia Bogi! Hogy vagytok? Milyen liftes zenéről beszélsz, Tibi? Uh, mit akartam? Valamit akartam. Ja, hogyha behallaszodik bármiféle káromkodás, meg ilyenek, az nem én vagyok, hanem lent a nővérem. Máshogy már bántam, kevés van hogy többet kéne streamelni? Hát, többet kéne itt lenned a streameken, már nem bántásból. Így a mai napra első körbe Harry Potterezni fogunk, és megnézzük, hogy melyik házba fogok kerülni. Szerintem Gryffindéles leszek, vagy Mardekáros, valamelyik a kettő közül. Meg este fele, per délután lehet jövök valamivel. Eddig annyit csináltam meg, hogy beállítottam a dolgokat, csak az van, hogy ha innen kilépek, akkor újra be kéne állítanom, szóval miközben ment a mindjárt jövök, az folyamatosan hallgatom a játékot. És ugye itt van a levelünk, hogy mehetek én izére. Viszont amúgy nem tudom, hogy vagytok vele, nekem borzasztó hangos a játék. Nem tudom, hogy nektek mennyire hangos. A OBS szerint nem annyira. Kicsit. Egyelőre így nagyjából levettem. Megcsináljam magam a játékba? Na, miért mész Pestre? Ó, te vagy már egy ogre! De nem tudok csinálni ogrét, ez mi? Nekem ilyen husisabb arc kéne. Nem ennyire husis. Ennyire fehér még én sem vagyok. Így. Ja, emiatt meg lemész Pestre. Legyen szemüvegem? Ah, hogy néz ki? Okoska. Nem kell. Nem is tudom, ki dolgozott. Meg most is voltál nemrég Pesten, akkor se nem is tudom, ki dolgozott. Díva? Hát... igen. Mit szóltak hozzá? Legyen valami sebb helyem? Ne legyen. Jó, ez... nem szín... Hát nekem... képzeljétek el, átment ilyen... hát... kékes, barnás lett a szememnek a színe. Elég látványos. És nekem nagyon tetszik. Miért nem? Miért nem tudom ezt bannolni? Köszönöm. A gépem most nem engedte, hogy bannoljam. Sötétebb barnás. Így.
A few cobwebs and some...
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. That was quite something. I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
Jó. Mi legyen a nevem? Jaj. Bánatmárk. Na, szép. És miért kapom ezt a szép nevet? Visszahondolásra adtam a... jó. Ja, meg képzeljétek el, hogy volt egy kisebb frissítés az OBS-re, és az összes beállításom törlődött. Szóval újra be kellett állítsam őket.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar! George! Glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatregoers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks. Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do have
Yeah.
Hang on! The key! Give me your hand!
Közben, szia Viktor.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Micsoda első nap.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Így első nap. Eltévedni. Ez de jól néz ki.
How far did that port key take us?
farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Na hova? Közben most már tudok hangot venni. Persze. Szia Krisz! Mizus! Gyorsan megnézek valamit. Meg vagyok. Hát... Nagyon sokat főztem az utóbbi 2 napban. És elég gyorsan el is fogytak, amiket főztem. Izé maradt még töltött káposzta, de mindenki a rántott húsokat, meg a töltött húsokat célozta. Ezt ennyi. Picikét, mintha érzem, hogy fájna a torkom. És ennyi. És ti hogy vagytok? Na, mióta olvastál? Remélem így már jó lesz a játék hangja, eddig majd megsüketültem tőle.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Jó, első varázslat.
Excellent!
Ó, varázsló leszek én is.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Ah, up there.
Hogy tudnak fölmászni ilyeneken?
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself! Reparo! Almost there!
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
El tudok én onnan menni valami? Ameddig itt keresgélem a utat, addig gondolkodjatok el azon, hogy kinek mi lenne a patrónusa. Mert a patrónus az hát hívjuk állatnak, ami úgymond a szívedbe vagy lelkedbe rejtőzik, valami ilyesmi. És nekem szerintem egy pizza. Hag. Ezt megoldjuk. Ha. Így jobb. Remélem így jobb.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Ez nem a bank. A Harry Potter van az a nagy bank, amit a törpök vezetnek. Ez tökre úgy néz ki.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Hello?
De ez az a bug. Jézusom. Jó csúnya körmei vannak.
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
Na, Reni jól tudta.
Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close.
Egyszer csak bejutunk abba az iskolába.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
Szia Dorina! Hogy vagy?
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Meg vagyok. Én is sokáig voltam fönn. Csak én nem a játék miatt, hanem nem tudtam aludni.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
Szia
On
Sisi!
your way.
Így utólag is köszönöm a követést. Kaptam értesítőt. Üdvözöllek itt a konyhámba.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there. He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
Jó, mélyre kellett jönni.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
Keszi Viktor a hidratálás. Vajon mi lehet itt?
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Szerencsétek, hogy most hoztam fel sok üdítőt.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Az komoly.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and
Jaj.
focus.
Jaj. Ugye nem kell megrajzolnom ezt minden izénél.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Elnézést.
Lumos.
Mi történik?
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Köszönöm, Tibi.
Revelio. I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was
Yes,
swirling
sure.
about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Ne.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Ah. Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Oh. Elnézést. Mi történik?
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Descendo! Levioso!
Nyomjad, apa! Öljed őket!
Expulso! Repulso!
Protego!
Levioso!
Stupid!
Confringo! Descendo! Levioso!
Protego!
Repulso! Expulso! Levioso! Lumos!
Revelio!
Stay close!
Lumos! Professor!
Elnézést.
Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. I need to align these statues with their reflections.
Miért nem maradnak? Hol? Tudom. Majd átírjuk. Valamikor. Itt kéne áll... Oh.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. There you go, stupid one.
Hát de védekeztem. Állat TV, menj a... Tudod hova?
Protego! Stupid one.
A modi pincébe oda.
Stupid one. Protego! Stupid one. Stupid one. Stupid one. Lumos.
Köszönöm kis Rigót, 16. hónapon. Szius. De egyedül leszel ott, mert a többiek a szekrényben vannak. Jaj, erről hirtelen a íze jutott eszembe. A God of War. Te nem döntesz el itt semmit? Ez mi?
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
Az az, amit a filmben használtak, hogy nézzék az emlékeket. Vagy töröljenek emléket.
Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge.
Ez csak egy próba volt.
And the responsibility that accompanies it.
Én is majdnem
We've done
belehaltam.
all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
Jaj, ez az a
I
utcas
was
törpe.
right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
Most ezt
Where
miért?
were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
I know a way out. Professor!
Oh! Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
Milyen Krisznek a luxus modiszállója?
It
Már nem
can't
bántásból.
be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come, we have a
Az
sorting
volt.
ceremony to get to.
Jaj, ez az a sötét erdő, vagy hogy hívják? Nagyon jól néz ki. Angol WC. Az milyen?
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be
Lass
warned
lesz
of
a
Ranrock.
választás.
For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Na, ez igazgató.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Te vagy már az Azkaban. Mindjárt
Professor
rádom a
Weasley,
halálvarázslatot.
one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're
Szia,
just in
Timi!
time. Have a seat.
Meg tudom most? Nem tudom megállítani. Akarok csinálni egy szavazást.
Ah, yes. A bit
Ah,
older
nem
than
tudok
the
csinálni
others,
most
aren't
szavazást.
you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Most tudod? Jó, most tudnak. Jaj. Hogy is kellett szavazást csinálni? Már nem is emlékszem. Köszi Timi a követést. Gyorsan csinálok egy szavazást. Jutalom, nem. Ó, kellett. Yeah, rég csináltam szavazást. Közvetít. Jó, megvan. Cél, szavazás. De van olyan, amelyik nem csatorna pontos? Én olyat szeretnék. Itt van. Gryffindor, Mardekár, Fugrabug. Meg mi volt a negyedik? Nem is emlékszem. Fugrabug. Hollóhát, jó, nem. Legyen 2 perc. Jó. Elméletileg most tudtok szavazni. És a Azkaban direkt nem jelöltem meg. Azt nem jelöltem meg. Addig csinálom a...
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
A sense of loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. Ezen most meglepődtem. És sose voltam Hufflepuffos, ugrabugos. Én eddig a szerint, a hivatalos quiz szerint is Gryffindor-es voltam. Elfogadom, nem akarok választani. Ezt Gryffindorre szavaztatok?
Better be Hufflepuff!
Aksi, köszönöm a lurkat.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Nem már. Nem lesz Quidditch.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Zsaca, köszönöm a
I
raidet.
said,
Sziasztok.
I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Köszönöm a sózást. Hogy vagytok?
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Weasley. Melyik Weasley
As I
vajon?
was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Na, a
It's quite
Hogwartsban
uncommon for a
játszottatok?
student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
Szia,
hasn't,
Párti
Professor.
király.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff.
Mi van? Várjál. Nem követtem a fonalat. Ugye ezt nem nekem kell.
Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Meg vagyok. Minden jó egyelőre. Szeme ki tudja. Szia, Tibi. Na látod, ezért nincsen sok pontod, mert mindig elvész.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room. Revelio!
Van itt valami értéke? Bal fálcára. Akkor ez nekem való. Köszönöm, Reni. Nem. Hugrabug, nem Gryffindor. Szius. Nézd közben a streamet telefonról. Ő mit csinál? Jó, sokan vagyunk itt. Halk vagyok már megint? Várjál csak. Az a baj, hogy maxra nem akarom rakni a mikrofon. Így. Itt meg picit lejjebb vesszük. Remélem így jó lesz. 1-2, Tibi egy bánat, bla bla bla. Így jó. Úristen, mozgó növények.
Revelio.
Itt van láda. Ez mi?
That's good, isn't it?
Everlight. De ismerős a neve.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate.
Persze, majd megmutatom.
Presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way.
Ő lesz a okoska.
Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Ilyen olyan okoskának néz ki. Adta pálcám. Hogy kell megnyitni?
Protego!
Nem. Nem. Mindjárt megnézzük, hogy nyitom meg a... izét. Imádom, most valamiért csúszik a billentyűzet. Hát, egyelőre csak itt tudom megmutatni a varázspálcámat. Így, ott van, nagyon szép. Pörkölt, te vagy már pörkölt. Meg se hal. Most hova kell menni? Jaj, még beszélgetni kell.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Hát most nem egy bodzapálca, de jobb lesz annál.
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course, and good luck.
I bet Black could tell a few tales about his days at Hogwarts. When he was a student, I mean.
Arthur's got you.
Ott egy macska.
Revelio.
Ezt most a Bogi nem látja.
Arthur's got you. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
Can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years are the cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Ez komoly. A Hograbukban
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting
van
for him
egy
outside.
állatbuzi, egy okoska, meg egy hazavágyó kisgyerek. Macskát hallok már megint. Hol van?
Revelio.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here.
Jaj,
After
már itt is
much
vizsgázni
discussion
kell.
with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Ne.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Fér.
This way.
Revelio.
Majd ott lesz egy ládika.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up!
Mazsolás, mázsga. Az mi?
Simply cast Revelio on it,
Revelio.
and we'll see what the guide says.
Mikor tudom a Leviosa-t? Azt nem tudom, hogy mikor fogom. Most befagyott a játék. Ah.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside.
Revelios.
Na tényleg? Ez mi?
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Aha. Great Hall. Annyit tudok innen kimenni? Jó. Ide kell majd jöjjek. Úgy tök jól néz ki. Kis trigó. Már megint ide pukizol?
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
If I can just stop vanishing like...
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day.
No,
You
melyik
have
Weasley?
much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Tényleg? Viktor! Megtanuljuk a varázslatodat? Etsz, kimehetsz, alap után bejöhetsz, tényleg. Akkor őt kérem.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio.
Júj! Jövünk ide olvasni. Nézzük. Nem tudjuk széttörni. Ez mi?
What am I missing?
Merre kell menjek?
Revelio.
Ez de jó! Megyünk. Ajtót se kell kinyissak.
Revelio.
NANI?! Viver.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Jé, beszél szavor! Mindjárt vissza a kis rigó. Mi történik?
Revelio.
Mit van? Aj, de ezt nem tudom. Na de milyen értelembe tüzel?
Revelio.
Valamit itt.
Revelio.
Nézzét, ezt nem tudom, de ez sajnos úgy marad.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Nem így nézett ki az a sárkány, ki megtámadott
To the wise,
minket?
age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Júj, már megint.
Levioso.
Ez az. Én leszek a legjobb mágus.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember?
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done.
Levioso. Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Jaj, na vár.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso.
This should be easy.
Protego. Stupid Protego.
Complicates things.
Levioso. This can't be your first duel.
Állj meg, gyorsan.
I
accepted. Thank you.
Stupid. Let me all of my students through this again. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Nyertem!
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
Na, itt nem a
If what I've
Gryffindor
seen
lesz a
today is
legjobb.
any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
Hol van Sebastian?
Nice work.
Nem leszek én
I
Malfoy.
enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Nem. Blackwood leszek én.
Revelio.
Az komoly. Egyedül legyűrni.
Revelio. Levioso.
És hova kell menjek? Oda föl? És oda föl hogy kell menjek?
Revelio.
Látom, hogy itt van, de...
Lumos. Levioso.
Hé. Ó. Ezt fogom a Tibire küldeni. hogy jutok? Mutasd az utat.
I've always had trouble with that, though.
Revelio.
Hallom a hangot, de nem látom. Itt van. Ez mi? Ez egy főnix lesz? Nem. De, főnix. Ír. De főnixek azok nem halhatatlanok?
You made your point.
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Terrifying. Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Different houses. Came as no surprise to me.
Tanuljuk csak az új varázslatokat.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a...
Meow meow, nigga!
Everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Jó, most dobálni fogjuk a könyvet? Jaj.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Nem valami verseny. De amúgy nem tudom, hogy vagytok vele, de amikor még picike voltam, akkor én féltem a erdős jelenettől a Harry Potterbe.
Fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Na, akkor csak.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Mit kell csináljak? Várjál csak.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Accio.
Now, think of this like... Very good! Splendid!
Szépek voltak, de én féltem azoktól a nagy póhoktól.
Excellent control there.
Ne ess le!
Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go! That is how it's done.
Accio.
Very good.
Be sharp.
Na! Még hogy 50 pont! Te csalsz! Essen le az övé!
Brilliant.
Nem esik le!
There we go.
Gyere csak!
Accio.
Maradj ott, maradj ott, maradj ott, maradj ott! Döntetlen! Ez az, döntetlen! Ezért kapok pontot?
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Most újra kezdjük, mert döntetlen lett. Ah! Újra... Nem
We
már!
are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Te, négerke!
Enough
Csinálj
chatter.
valamit!
Focus now, you will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go!
Gyere, most! Hát ez a vonalon van.
Excellent control there.
Hey, ez a vonalon van.
Let us see this. Phew.
Ezt túl. Jó.
Quite impressive. Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Azt hogy van? Jó, jó. Már értem. Ja, úgy kéne, hogy az megy oda.
I'm not
És most!
But try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Very good.
Én nyertem, én nyertem, nyertem. Megvertem a
Very
négert.
good, both of you. Well done.
akarom mondani.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly. I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year.
Unga bunga
My mother
moya.
received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Hát, unga bunda.
You can use Accio on humans.
Nagyon könnyű volt téged megverni.
Well,
A
you'd be
word,
using it
if
on
you would.
clothing, to be precise.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Szintet léptem.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
De én vagyok az, hagyjál békén.
Have you been in any other common rooms?
Accio.
I'd like to be in another.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Ez mi?
I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight, fight. It's a bold attack. Was the minister a
Mi?
boot or the minister a
Nulla.
Stop it, Peeves.
Kettő.
You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot.
Ez meg
He says it's a flack.
unikorn is.
Enough. You'll get us all detention.
Maradjatok már csöndbe. Nem tudok
And you
matekozni.
wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boot and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
4. Így tudom, ennyi lesz.
Revelio.
Nem akar valamit mutatni? Akkor majd máskor nyitom ki. És mi a főküldi? Vajon miért akar engem látni Professzor Weasley?
Have you ever seen a professor
You beat Sebastian in a duel, didn't you?
Revelio.
Itt valami? Hopp, ez a női WC szerintem. Nézést. Remélem most nem látnak itt semmit. Oh.
Revelio.
What a lovely place to have you walk by. Be sure to pass by at least once a year. Quite, isn't it?
Miért jöttem be a női WC-be? Férfi WC nincs is.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to include it.
Accio.
Miért van szeme? Nem vagyok itt. Nincsen. A hiszt is miért ír?
Revelio.
Mutasd az utat. Jó lenne. Azt hiszem, ő nincs benne a játékban. Cica! Hova szaladt? Csak visszajön.
Revelio.
Na, én éhes vagyok. Nagyon éhes.
Don't get too cocky simply.
Levioso.
Él még az a macska?
Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
Nem csináltam semmit. Salalalala.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Ja, de jó.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Új varázspálcám
I'd like you
lesz.
to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Ah. Négerre. Visszük a
I'd like
négert.
to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Vaj, sör. Én viszont lehet, hogy most elköszönök, és délután, estefele, hát inkább estefele folytatjuk, mit szóltok hozzá? És akkor este kiderül, hogy milyen pálcám lesz. Hogy kell innen kilépni? Elmentjük a játékba. És kilépünk. Hopp. Nagyon szépen köszönöm, hogy itt voltatok így. Hát mondanám most kora reggel, csak 10 óra már nem kora reggel. Ez egy nagyon jól esett, hogy itt voltak ott jó sokan. A raidet is köszönöm Zsacának, meg kis igen, neked köszönöm a 16. hónapot. Addig is sziasztok!